Today I decided to tackle the mystery of the graham cracker. I have scoured the internet trying to find a good recipe for graham crackers, and I've looked at one blog after another and one recipe after another, and for the most part everybody said they didn't taste like graham crackers, but they were healthy. Well, I wanted something that tasted like a graham cracker. And another clue would be, well, no, I wouldn't make a graham cracker crust out of it. Next, I looked for another one. So I decided to try King Arthur Flour's recipe for graham crackers, and this is what I ended up with. And I made it by the recipe precisely. They were too thin, baked too long, even though I used the lowest time they gave, and they hadn't, of course, no taste. So I tried again, and again, and again. And to make a long story short, I finally came up with a recipe that I was happy with, so I wanted to share it with all of you. So here's how I did it. I mixed together 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then I mixed that together thoroughly, and then I set it aside. And then I mixed together 1 egg, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 1/4 cup of honey, and 2 tablespoons of milk. I mixed that together thoroughly, and then I added it to the dry ingredients. And I mixed all of that until it was combined well. And then you're supposed to wrap the dough in wax paper and chill it for an hour. But I was so fed up with this whole thing by then that I just went ahead, rolled it out, and made the graham crackers, and they turned out fine. So I rolled out the graham crackers to 1/8 of an inch thick. And then I cut them up into the crackers, and I put them on a baking sheet. And I scored a little line up the center with a pizza wheel, and then I poked holes in the crackers. I cut the tip off of this bamboo skewer so it was a little bit blunt. Now if you want these graham crackers plain, don't do anything else to them, just put them in the oven. But if you want the cinnamon sugar type, then brush them with milk, sprinkle with cinnamon sugar, and then put them in the oven. Bake at 375 for 10 minutes. Here's a side-by-side comparison of this recipe versus store-bought. This is mine, and this is store-bought. Here's store-bought. There's mine. Theirs is kind of flakier, but mine tastes good. Tastes like graham cracker. Mine's a little thicker, but this is pretty close. I actually think I like mine the best. So that's how I made graham crackers. The plain ones are on the left, the cinnamon sugar ones are on the right. These are mine, and these are for King Arthur. I hope it helps.